Brothers, sisters, I am very, very happy to find an opportunity to talk with you about, I think about happiness, mental happiness. Of course, I always believe the very purpose of our life is happiness. Now, there are two kinds of happiness. One mainly come from physical comfort. Another kind of happiness which essentially the mental thought or through mental training. Now, obviously, the physical comfort and mental comfort, between these two, the mental comfort is much more superior. Superior is much more influential. The reason, if our mental state in a calm, happy, then small physical uncomfort, even some small pains, we can subdue. On the other hand, if our mind is in the state of very restless or some kind of uncomfortable, then the person may have the best facility. That person will not be a happy person. That's very clear. So therefore, the mental experience is more important than the physical experiences. Of course, when we talk experience, that means some feeling of mind. But there are one immediate cause, mainly physical, another mainly mind itself. So there are two kinds of experiences. Now, since mental experiences is something very important, then it automatically bring one subject, whether we can train or whether we can there's a physical comfort, the requirement of the physical comfort through certain way of effort, mainly through money. We can acquire the facilities. Now the mental side, whether since the mental experience is something important, then it's automatically bring one I don't know how to say. It bring one curiosity. No, I think curiosity or something. Or whether there is a certain way of training or a certain way to achieve that mental happiness. So now here, I think human being, the human mind, generally speaking, quite smart. So not like other species of mammal, but we only human being. Through centuries, invented certain kind of technique. Using that technique, then shaping our mind. The other animals cannot do that. So that usually we call meditation. Now here is a meditation. Generally speaking, there are two types of meditation. One, analytical meditation. That is mainly utilize reasons. Another kind of meditation is simply, our mind remain put in a certain point, without change or without investigation, simply single pointedness. The both cases, the main purpose is our mind come to draw the point where we want to reach. Now, for example, yes. Now, so you see, basically, you see since a mental attitude is so important, it is so influential in our daily life. You see, it is the very important element. When we wake up in morning, at that moment our mind feel happy or fresh. If our mood at that moment good, then the rest of the day, generally speaking, even face some problem, but because of the morning mental mood is good, so it's just some kind of influence will remain there. So you can face easier that day. But one day, when we get up, our mood something dull or something, or I think including what called nightmare or something very terrible, dream. So when we wake up, our mind a little bit unhappy mood. Then that day, even slightest something happen, very small things happen. Oh, immediately you may burst. So the mental attitude is very important factor in our daily life. The mental state, calm. Then even some negative things happen, bad news or tragic things happen. It may not disturb much. Now, I feel, usually many people, I think in modern society or the society where people very much concerned about money, about material development, then naturally the sort of tendency or the whole atmosphere is such that people pay very much attention about money, about wealth, and for wealth, the education. Usually, the education also, I think, some kind of oriented towards money. I think we are generally neglecting about the mental, the neglect about taking care about mind. Too much taking care about external material matters, but not sufficient. Taking care about mind. We are neglecting about basic human value, and neglect about mind. When we talk about love, compassion, human affection, we cannot buy these things from shop, from supermarket. No matter you have plenty of money, but you can't buy these things. You can't educate. Through experience, through deeper sort of realization, then these things, of course, will come up. So therefore, now certainly, I think many today's problem, I feel, due to lack of basic human, I think due to lack of realization or acceptance of basic human value. Or another word, I think we are lacking proper care about our mind or mental thing. So therefore, now meditation becomes important. Meditation is the instrument to make to shaping way, to transform, to shape our mind. According to my own little experience, through meditation, of course, I'm Buddhist monk. I usually describe myself as a simple Buddhist monk. So therefore, according to my own experience, of course, through Buddhist meditation, when I getting older and older, and in some cases the problem become more serious. But you see, my mind and the problem become more serious, and of course its responsibility is become more because of the delicate way, delicate. But it's my mind getting older is more calm, more calm. I hope not due to weakness of the body. Same size the body, I think still quite fit. But you see, anger or hatred, you see, these things, you see, comparatively, you see, much less. So result is my mind much more calm. It's much more happy. So you see, this very, very useful when I they face some problems. One problem happen. Of course, I realize this is the problem. We have to overcome this, but at the same time, not much disturb in my peace of mind. So this I certainly can say this is the result of meditation. So meditation is something very important. Now you see there are various different kind of meditation. Now here I think I would like to mention to you the meditation is the instrument of shaping mind, right? Shaping mind, or transformation, right?
Transforming the mind.
Transforming the mind. This we should not consider as a religious subject, like the compassion or the spirit of forgiveness or these things. I usually call these are human good quality. Now, obviously, when we born, I think we are quite free from any ideology. From birth, we are not free from human affection. The religion comes later. I think in fact, the all world major religion carry the more or less the same message, such as compassion, love, and forgiveness, the spirit of harmony, and sense of brotherhood, sisterhood. All these things is taught by the all major world religious tradition. And I do feel these are in major world religious tradition. These are the very, very important religious subject. However, this does not mean that if you accept value of compassion or forgiveness, then you must take religion as a whole. If you reject or no more interest about religious thing, then also ignore these things. We have to make distinction. The religious message, religious subject, or purely religious subject, such as faith, and the basic human good quality. These are two things. So to me, I feel the all major religions simply strengthening the basic human good quality, nothing else. Without these basic human good quality from birth, if these are not there, the religion cannot work. So religion is simply on the basis of these basic human good quality. Then it's simply trying to increase these things and put some different philosophy of these things in order to aiming, strengthening or increasing these good human qualities. So it is important to make known, to know these are different subject. So whether believer or non-believer, these good basic human qualities, this is so long we are a human being. So long we want to be happy human being. We want happy human society. There is no point to neglect about these good qualities. Without these qualities, the individual or family or community will not be a happy one. That's clear. Now, for example, I myself also, sometimes I think quite often, you see, the idea which come morning and idea come evening, conflict. Sometimes a conflict. So you see, as a human being, you see, we have this smart kasoda, smart brain. So it brings a lot of different ideas. So there are a lot of conflict there. So even within one person, you see, the different, at different time, you see, different ideas come. So it's a conflict there. Now here the meditation also, you see, I feel not necessarily be a religious subject. Simply, you see, training of mind is kind of meditation. So this is not religious subject. Now, businessman, or scientist, or doctor, or teacher, they all different, various different kind of professional work. If you say the mind, the person who conduct this field, is their mind more alert, more calm, sharpness. It's very useful in various these fields. So mind is some kind of prime mover. So the training of the mind is every field is in need, very useful. So nowadays how to train our mind. As I mentioned before briefly, you see two kinds. One, analytical meditation. That's, I feel, is more effective. Now, because it's a human intelligence, you see, I don't know the proper word, intelligence, I think, intelligence, or I don't know.
Discriminative awareness.
Discriminative
awareness.
Discriminative awareness, but I don't know. So you know, my English, my vocabulary is very poor, and the understanding about the meaning very limited. So sometimes I may use the wrong term. The human intelligence or human discriminative awareness. That's, I think, a very healthy one. I think that's one of the healthiest, I think, point in human mind. So from the Buddhist viewpoint, the skeptical attitude or skeptical awe, not easily accept, but wait and carry experiment and try to look reasons. Then once you see the reasons and through experiment you get some experience, then you accept. That is a Buddhist attitude. That is also the scientific approach. So you know, the using reason is very, very essential. Through that way, the real change in the concept, take place through reason. Just as a simple, mere single-pointedness mind. At the moment, you may feel less disturbance, but in long run, not much effect on our mind. Analytical meditation is analyze the situation and using reasons and experiment. Then you really develop some kind of genuine conviction. Once the conviction is developed there, then you see whether they believe or faith now become very firm. Even you see someone say, "Oh, this is not the case," then still you feel, "Oh, I already experimented. I already and I already analyzed the situation through various factors. Now it becomes clear. So you see the other explanation will not affect easily your mind." Simply, this single-pointed as a meditation. You simply meditate on the point, not necessarily develop some kind of firm conviction. So therefore, if the different information comes, immediately may change. So the analytical meditation is much effective and important. So in both cases, the analytical meditation also, when you when you analyze the situation, your mind should have some kind of channelize all your mental energy. Now must put on one line, so that you see the force of analyzation become much forceful and go deeper. So for that, again, now we need some kind of experience of single pointedness. So I think in both cases, perhaps, although I think analytical meditation, usually you see the academic world, of course, this is very much also using. Perhaps here, if we put some effort, or if you have some experience about single pointedness meditation, it enhances.
It enhance.
So strengthen or easier. I think make better quality about analytical meditation. So now let us also think about the single pointedness of mind. Here usually of course, best place, less noise, noise of aeroplane, the noise of motor car or trucks or these things, and especially what called the that I think very disturbance. So without these things, and also the wind or the waterfall, that also is not good. But in any way, wherever we live, we have to utilize our own place in more effective way. So the best thing is early morning, including a truck driver sleeping. So we get up early morning, and then that's I think it's the best period, even in the city. Comparatively, it's less noise, and I think most important is our mind fresh. So you see, the mental training means shaping our mind. The shaping our mind through mind itself, not external means. So the mind must be very fresh, and no feeling of tiredness. Very fresh, fully alert. That's the if you utilize that kind of mental state, then it can work. It can work more satisfactorily. Late evening, our mind a little bit dull, a little bit feel of tiredness, and even you wish to do something, the mind like tired animal, we cannot use properly. So therefore, it's the early morning. Then I think the simple one for beginner, just try to withdraw away. Try to withdraw. Although the mind is within our body, not externally, but the mind usually remain here, but always look outside. That's pity. So and also the mind always look outside and criticize and something
interfering.
Yes, interfering or external, but never bother about mind itself. So now we have to to give new instruction to the mind. Now, good. You up to now. You already check outside thoroughly. Good. Okay. Good. Now the time has come. To check more mind itself. Go inside. Now here, you see, sometimes your eye close, sometimes more helpful. Sometimes open mind. I think in long run, open mind, open eye, not close, or not deliberately open or close. No, just is a simple.
Natural way.
Just some kind of ignore, indifference way.
Do not bother about the eye.
Like you say, the certain object, whether it's a mental object or anything, is visualized in mind. Then you say, don't care what I see or what I lit is move. Just you see, ignore. Visualize something is inside. Then your main mind is concentrate on it. Then eventually, firstly, is withdraw our mind, including the sense of eyes, sense of hearing, or these things, withdraw. At the beginning, you sort of make determination. Now, next few moments, I will not let these sense of organs go external object, and especially even the senses goes, my main mind will not follow. And then also within the mind, the thought is a memory about past, and some idea about future. These thoughts also deliberately try to stop. Then if you can, the duration, some kind of thoughtlessness, a little bit longer, the duration eventually increase. At the moment, you may get some kind of feeling empty, nothing, that kind of some kind of empty, like space, or just like deep ocean way. There's some kind of wave on the surface, come and go, but the water itself pure, just remain clean. That kind of thing. So that one way is a look to mind itself. Although not easy, it's not easy, but I think it's worthwhile. Worthwhile is to meditate or to try. And then sometimes I think the one is very, very simple. It's just close your eye and do not think nothing else, right? Or do not think anything, and just some kind of complete rest. But this, of course, is not much useful. But for temporary, some kind of relief you may gain. So that's one thing. Then another level, say, is the compassion. Or compassion here means, I think I would like to mention about the meaning of genuine compassion. Genuine compassion is not only the feeling of closeness feeling, and also not develop on the basis of this is my close friend, or this is something good for me. On that basis is some kind of feeling of concern, feeling of closeness. That's not compassion. That's I think reality, more attachment. Reality. So that kind of feeling is attachment. So the genuine compassion is mainly the realization, basis of the realization that these beings also, just like myself, who want happiness, who also have the right to overcome suffering. On that basis, this is some kind of the spirit of concern, some kind of feeling of concern, feeling of closeness. Now that is genuine compassion. You see that compassion can go towards your enemy. The enemy is one aspect. You see that person or that community creates problem to me, to us. So you see it called enemy. It is true enemy. Right. It is. Sorry.
In reality,
it is enemy. It is harming on us. But they're very very personal, very community. You see, from another angle, these also human being. These also sentient being. It's just like myself. They also have the right to overcome suffering. Then you see, on that basis, develop genuine concern, genuine feeling of concern. Now that's the genuine compassion. So the genuine compassion is something unbiased. They are narrow-minded, the compassion or feeling of love and compassion. That is the biased one. Now, like meditation, meditate on compassion. Now, first, visualize certain. Think. Some unfortunate people. Say now, for example, in those people who are facing starvation, or who have mental defect. So these kind of people. Visualize or remember these, and then you develop some kind of genuine feeling of concern about that, or feeling of compassion. Then they think more reason. Then you have when some kind of emotion, but this emotion relying emotion based on reason. That is something different. The attachment, emotion, no reason. Anger, emotion, no. I think the basic nature, no reason, but some kind of spontaneous, the emotional feeling. The compassion, this kind of compassion, cannot come by instantly.
Right. Cannot come spontaneously.
Spontaneously, but analyze, reasoning, making reason, thinking. Then this emotion eventually come. So this kind of emotion is based on reason. Although same kind of emotion, very strong feeling, or sense of involvement. Involvement there, but based on reason. So there are different kind of emotion. So they analyze. When you develop some kind of strong feeling, then when you really have that is a strong feeling, then on it meditate. Your whole mind, put or something, whole mind now is entering in it. So now put there, and without thinking, without any disturbance, just simply meditate on it. That is the something like writing, and at the end making seal, that kind of thing. Analyze. Then finally, as a sealing, your mind now determined. I will remain on it. That kind of thing. Then when you are feeling eventually a little bit weaker, then again analyze and try to develop this strong feeling. Then meditate on it. That's the way. That's one way. So then you go days and weeks and months. Our mental attitude eventually will change. The more compassionate is the feeling is developed, then much easier to tackle anger. The hatred or these things, negative emotion, very forceful. If you analyze no sound basis. But you see, the moment is very strong. And when you see when at the time of you see, fully you see, developed the negative emotion, very difficult you see to react, to control or to react. So the proper way is the training, the compassion, and meantime, when you develop more appreciation, feeling of appreciation about the compassion, then you will see the negativeness about hatred. How much is it trouble bring by hatred, and including one's own health. You see, constantly anger constantly comes. Then blood pressures, or no more sleep, no more appetite. All these things happen. Even if you're with, even with your dearest friend, you may quarrel. Wow. So the anger, I think, international level, or national level, or family level, individual level, bring disaster. So anger sometimes bring some kind of powerful, forceful energy, but that energy I usually describe blind energy. So although you see some kind of additional energy come due to anger, due to hatred, but that energy is basically blind one. So so it's not sure whether it can be destructive or constructive. So under certain circumstances, we need some kind of countermeasures. Some cases we need countermeasure. If someone take advantage on you unreasonably, right, unlawfully, then of course it is our right to counteract, but without anger, without hatred. That we can do, although not easy, but we can do. So actually, that countermeasure, which taken by analytical meditation rather than hatred, that countermeasure reality more effective. So these are the way to shaping our mind. Then time goes really. So I mean, this is here. The realization about the negativeness, how harmful, how uselessness or destructive about these negative emotion. One way is some kind of appreciation about this positive mind. Then your whole attitude towards these negative emotion. Now you already you got some kind of caution. So mentally some kind of distance develop. So by itself, eventually these negative emotion will reduce, will not come as often as before. And meantime, the positive emotion increase. That's the way of changing our mind. It's a transformation about our mind. And then the more work on mind itself, analytical meditation and single pointedness meditation. These goes, the sharpness of our mind increase, and also the alertness. Also the increase. So your mind in daily your professional work, you can utilize more effectively, because you can work more effectively because of our mind now in every field. Because of that, once our mind become sharp and alerted, and meantime calm, so all our professional works can be more successful. And then I think the most important result is more compassionate attitude develop. Then some kind of self-confidence will come. It automatically reduces fear. It's more self-confidence, more determination, more willpower. Willpower out of pride, that also is a blind one. But it's a self-confidence with sincere motivation. That's sound, self-confidence. So you see, when we look at matters, there are, when we analyze matters, there is some are good for health, some are bad. We need to see very precisely making distinction. Similarly, when we talk about mind, there are so many different kinds. Some are useful, some are harmful, and also due to other factor. It's the same kind of thought. Sometimes because of other factor, sometimes it becomes positive, sometimes it becomes negative. Now, for example, desire. There are positive desire, negative desire. And even I think the anger sometimes can be positive, sometimes generally negative. Hatred, I think, always is negative, I think. But hatred towards hatred may be positive. So they then, some kind of echo. There also, good and bad. So we have to analyze all this with detail in order to check our mind. That's very important. Then is the tolerance. So the more inner strength there, then tolerance also automatically, tolerance is something like byproduct. Some really self-confidence, see clearly the reasons, then tolerance is there. Blind, more narrow-minded, then difficult practice tolerance. Then there's a tolerance cannot come. If your mind is really see all different angles, and self-confidence, determination there, then tolerance come. So tolerance in our life, tolerance and forgiveness, these things in our life, as I mentioned before, is I think very, very useful, very important. Now, especially in today's world, unfortunately, due to different religious tradition, due to religious faith, some really, I think, very, very unfortunate events now happening in the name of different religion. Even bloodshed also is happening. That's very, very sad. So I would like to share something about the tolerance among different religious traditions. I think very, very important. World major religion like Christianity, different kind of Hinduism, and the Muslim and Judaism and Buddhism, or so on. All these is a major world religion. In spite of different philosophy, they all have the potential to serve humanity, to help humanity, to create peace of mind. So there are common things there. We can work together. And more than that, each world major religion, there are some kind of specialty in each. There are some special things there. So work closely and knowing each other, especially the close contact among practitioners, then we can really learn from other tradition. So enriching one's own tradition or one's own experiences. So not only the common ground, but if each one have some special unique things there. So we can learn, we can enrich one's own practice from learning from taking from other different traditions, different traditions. And I think another angle. Simply, in reality, one religion cannot be sufficient for variety of humanity. No matter what that religion is good, it will not satisfy variety of people. Just like dish or food. If we have one restaurant who serving, you see, breakfast, lunch, dinner, all time same dish, or this day, next day, whole month, whole year, one dish, nobody come. You see, more variety, then is more customer. Come, isn't it? So naturally, the human mind, there is so many varieties, so many other different mental disposition. So simply, one religious tradition, you cannot satisfy. That's very clear. And also, all these major world religions now last many centuries, existed on this planet. There's one religion, you cannot eliminate other religions. That's also reality. Whether we like it or not, we have to live together. Under that circumstances, it's much better to live harmoniously. So now, especially in this country, in India, traditionally, the spirit of ahimsa, I think very, very sort of rich, very wonderful, philosophy is there. And through centuries, because of practice of ahimsa, believing ahimsa, in this country, not only is it produce, not only has a home of many different thoughts which come within this country, not only that, but the religious tradition or thought which come from outside, also find home in this country, such as Christians, Muslims, and I think Judaism. So traditionally, the ahimsa in the religious field also, I think, very, very rich. So now today, time goes, but this is the rich philosophy or rich as the thought or tradition. No point to neglect. We must keep, we must sustain these values. Sometimes I was a half joke to my Indian friend. Traditionally you produce ahimsa here, but export it. Now too much exportation, too much export. Now not sufficient to reproduce in this country. In the past, the outside world, nobody taking much interest about ahimsa. Ahimsa, many people feel the sign of weakness. But now time goes, it's worldwide, ahimsa, non-violence. Now more interest, as coming outside. But a country, the ahimsa produce a little bit neglecting. That's unfortunate. So I really want, or I think my wish or my appeal to my Indian brothers sisters, it is extremely important to keep your the value of your tradition. Of course, certain tradition is I think the result of this old feudal society. These must change, must also go. But the other hand is many deeper value in our tradition must keep. While you are acquiring about Western technology, Western science and these things, these one's own century-old tradition must keep and combination. Modern material progress and traditional spiritual tradition must combine. So that they not only benefit for Indian or this continent, but also can be, I think, a great contribution for entire humanity. So that's very, very important.